and welcome to another video of Out of the Box with me, Steve Walker of 1612 Collectibles, where this episode we will be discussing one of the more unique additions to our Space 1999 collection. But first I'd like to share with you a short story. We here at 1612 Collectibles, most of the products, toys and collectibles that we've produced over the years have been from shows and properties and licenses that we here are huge fans of, that we've grown up with and that we love. We're always trying to think of what would be something that would be great to bring into existence that everybody else, like-minded people like ourselves, would love to own. So about 15 years ago, I remember lying in bed thinking, what would be one of the greatest collectibles to create? A collectible that everyone would have to have, a collectible that nobody could live without. And then suddenly I had a light bulb moment. Who could not live without a 12-inch talking Kenneth Williams figure from Carry On Cleo? As it turned out, quite a lot of people could live without it. Which brings me on to my next subject, which we had to give a lot of thought to, which is our new retro Eagle Transporter. As a child of the 60s and 70s, and being a big fan of Space 1999, there are certain points in your childhood where you have toys or memories that really stick with you. And the two things about Space 1999 that stuck with me were, firstly, I remember when it was first broadcast in this country, I think it was a Friday night. It was on ITV, obviously, or in the Granada region, which was where I was originally from. And at the same time on BBC One, the BBC were launching their new science fiction series, The Invisible Man, with David McCallum. And in those days, my dad controlled what we watched on television. He decided we were going to watch The Invisible Man. So I was quite distraught on Monday in school when everyone was saying, have you seen this fantastic new series, Space 1999? I was like, no, I saw a man with bandages on, bad CSO colour separation. So I didn't catch Space 1999 until the second episode, because it would break away years later. But I remember desperately wanting one of the Dinky toys and going to the local toy shop in Formby Village, where I'm originally from, and buying an Eagle Freighter, because they didn't have the Eagle. They'd sold out of the Eagle Transporter, so I remember being a bit disappointed. I had to buy something. They had the Eagle Freighter, so I bought the Eagle Freighter. And I loved the toy. Still to this day, I still look at it and it just evokes so many memories and stuff, irrelevant of the colour scheme. When we first did the Eagle Transporter quite a few years ago, I always wondered what it would be like to paint our far more accurate Eagle Transporter in the old 70s colours, which I did do many, many years ago, and sort of sat on a shelf. And then earlier this year, we were sort of talking amongst ourselves here at 1612, and I can't remember who it was who suggested it, but somebody said, well, what about doing a limited edition in a retro colour? Wow, would anybody be interested in that? Is it just me being mad, or would anybody else be interested? So we sort of touted the idea, and we didn't really get much of a response, but we thought, do you know what, we'll do it. So lo and behold, that's how the Retro Eagle came about. Ironically, we were able to do a very limited edition number, because we didn't think it was going to sell particularly well. We did a limited edition number of 500 only worldwide. Of course, once it was manufactured, everybody wanted one, and of course it was sold out. Sod's law. But what it's done is it's inspired us to go on to produce a whole new range of Jerry Anderson retro vehicles, which we will have much more information on in a couple of months' time. But in the meantime, here we go with the Retro Eagle. Let's take a look at the box. Here we are with the box for the Retro Eagle. Again, as I said, a limited edition of 500 worldwide. This actually has the wrong sticker on it because this was our sort of pre-production sample. Retro style packaging, retro colours on the back. More retro styling, retro colours, bit of blurb from me and a bit of waffle from me there. Now, let's have a look at the inside. What you get is, inside your packaging, you get the Eagle itself and the retro packaging. Right, let me just put that to one side. Now this, I absolutely love. It's our take on the 70s version. Similar sort of graphics, our logo obviously, a reproduction blister. Obviously it's a completely different size because our Eagle's much bigger than the original Dinky version. It's a much bigger model. It's a homage rather than a slavish reproduction. You have our logo there, details there, Eagle Transporter graphics there. So we have that, and then we have the Eagle Transporter itself, which is packed separately to keep it safe for transport in its own blister pack. Otherwise, we tried to ship these together, the Eagle would have damaged that packaging, and also because of this you get the outer box. And here we have, you know what, I'm still amazed at how fantastic this looks. Look at that. That's just a fantastic colour match of the original green, the black underneath, the chrome, not the aluminium, but they're chromed details as per the 70s version. The pod is still detachable from the main frame, but this just looks, I'm amazed, it just looks fantastic. It just looks really, really good. I've been quite surprised. There we go, and you put that on the plinth, and then you can simply pop the blister over the top, and there you have the 1975 Retro Eagle Transporter. Like I said, this edition is completely sold out almost instantly, so my advice would be to collectors, do get in quickly with your pre-orders for future items so you don't miss out. Thank you for watching this video. We'll have some more information and more updates quite soon. In the meantime, if you enjoyed this video, please do hit the subscribe button so you don't miss out, and we'll see you next time. Thank you for watching.